Julie wanted to move and be closer to her son, daughter-in-law, and really the grandchildren. And so her life circumstances had kind of changed. And so she met us at an open house and asked us to come look at her house and give a professional opinion of listing it. And of course, I mean, her house was just immaculate. The way she lived in it was really nice, really clean, really simple, nicely decorated. So we didn't have to do too much. Actually, I think all I did was bring in some plants. I'm a plant addict. But anyway, we helped her sell the house. And in a time when it was pretty much a buyer's market, houses were on the market about 70 to 80 days. And we sold her house in less than a month. And for really pretty much what she expected. We were just $5,000 below. And interestingly, we got an offer like $40,000 below our ask price, and I managed to negotiate upwards, again, in kind of a buyer's market. So she was very happy. We actually helped her. I helped her sell some really expensive medical equipment too, that she didn't need. It was kind of a little bit of a heartbreak, so I helped ease that. And anyway, she had a very nice sale, very good price, very good outcome, and she loves living in Edgewood now, and we were very happy with our results. Carrie and Bob wanted to move to the Pacific Northwest because of our temperate climate. They love 4 seasons. She loves to hike, but they lived in Colorado and it was just a little too cold for her there. So she came up several times with and without Bob and decided on Trilogy Tehaleh. She made a good choice. Once they made that decision, they reached out to David and I, and we showed them some properties. As a matter of fact, they loved a house really quickly, and I was kind of surprised. I showed them 2 or 3 houses, and the next morning we were planning on going out again, and they called me and said, "We want to make an offer." Long story short, we wrote an offer on the house. I was negotiating, passed the inspection, and the seller was a little obstinate. We asked for like 1/3 of the cost of a roof replacement that 2 different people, 3, 2 inspectors and a roof company said needed to be replaced. So we were asking for just a little bit of a concession, and we didn't get it. So we walked. It was kind of disheartening because they had already moved back to Colorado. But in the absence of their presence, I showed them some properties virtually. We wrote an offer, made a contract, negotiated the inspection, did everything, and we closed on the second house even before the first one went back under contract. And they're actually happier. They like the house more. And I tell you, that was courageous to make an offer on a house sight unseen. I mean, of course, I showed virtually and I did all kinds of things, but still to not set foot in a house until after you closed. And I was so happy that they loved it. And David and I were very pleased with our work yet again. Dennis wanted to move up to the Pacific Northwest. He flew up several times and he looked at homes and properties from Redmond to Olympia. And he finally decided that he wanted to move into the Tehaleh area. So he got a hold of David and I, and we showed him several properties, but nothing seemed quite right. He had very focused wants and needs. He knew exactly the number of bedrooms and the space and the utilization, office, den. He had all kinds of, including a green belt. That was mandatory. So to find that was a little bit challenging. And he came and went 2 or 3 times. And ultimately, we heard that there was a seller who was considering selling the house mostly because of medical issues. And they loved their home, but they had to go. So we connected the dots, and through a fair market sale, totally legal, direct sale, we had the buyer and the seller. We connected them with the right price. The buyer was happy to pay that price because we showed all kinds of other properties, even the day that we made that offer, that showed the fair market value of the home. And the seller was thrilled because they didn't have to hassle with the showings, the listings, the open houses, the medical equipment, and the dog going out while people came in and looked at their house. So it was an easy sale at the right price. Both the buyer and seller were thrilled, and David and I were very happy with our results. James wanted to move back to California to be closer to his 2 adult children, and he'd been in the home for quite a while with some health difficulties and a lot of challenges. And so let's just say he was not able to take care of himself, let alone the house. So it needed a lot of TLC. We tried to find a as-is buyer. We talked to several people, but he felt like the offers were really lowball, and they kind of were. So we set about to get him the best options that he could for his price and his value. So we started with just clearing the house out, donating things, taking things to the landfill, helping him sell things, and then deciding what he was actually going to take to California and I helped him with moving companies. I literally helped him pack his stuff and get in the car with his son and head down I-5 to California. He's very happy now. After he moved, we actually started in on the deep work, the deep cleaning, the painting inside and out. We had brand new carpet put in, really good economic price, but great carpet. And my favorite was we found just a rock star of a hardwood floor refinisher. They look beautiful, gleaming, brand new, actually better than new, to be honest with you. And while we were doing all this work, including landscaping, updating, and maintenance, everything, people were walking by and noticing. And one lady who actually lives here in the community wanted to buy it. She and her daughter came by, and they actually made an off-market offer, which was perfect for James because he didn't have to go through all the showings and the listing details, but yet he got a good price, and she was happy with the price that she got it for too. And I did everything. Even after James was gone, we helped him with the inspection follow-up. We had to do things in the attic and in the crawl space. Of course, you know, we live here in the woods, so we have critters from time to time, and so we took care of that. We actually helped, we funded the he needed a heater before we could close, and so all those things came together, and James was really happy with his net proceeds. The buyer is thrilled, and everybody's happier. So we did an off-market sale, lots of help to get there, but both parties are happy, and David and I, we couldn't be more pleased.